Hey everyone, it's Sean here, your guide to Warcraft, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can get the Putting Wilhelm Out of Business achievement, which unlocks the account-wide recipes for the frost resistance armor from the original version of Classic WoW. Now I do apologise for my voice, I am sick IRL. It would appear that the plagued grain from Nax has made its way to me in person. Now, before you can actually do this, you want to make sure that you've done your Memory of Scholomance achievement and your Wrath of the Dread Citadel achievements to unlock Scholomance and to unlock the Secrets of Naxxramas content. You also need to have obtained a grappling hook. All my links to those are in the description box down below. And we're going to start off in the military quarter. You just want to make your way into the first room, and inside the cage at the very back of the room will be Amarian's second handbook. This is where Amarian was held captive in vanilla WoW, and you had to interact with him to learn all of his frost resistance armor recipes. Now, instead, you will find a journal. Return this to Light's Hope Chapel, and there you will find Amarian himself kitted out in some of his fancy gear. This is how you unlock the recipes. However, the journal's empty because all the pages are missing. So he will only sell you the cloak appearance for tailors. All of the other recipes are locked behind some pages that you need to go and find inside of Nax. So we're going to head back into the Dread Citadel, head through that portal, and I'm going to be doing it in the order of the pages in number, not necessarily the easiest way to get them. So we're going to head to either the Construct Quarter or the Arachnid Quarter. You can head to either one. Just head to the outer ring, and there is a slime tunnel that connects both the wings. It actually connects all the wings. You can actually just do one big lap around Naxxramus if you just go around the outer wings, but the Construct and Arachnid Quarter inside of that tunnel, closer to the Construct side, is the first pages for Omar's journal. They drop it 2 pages at a time. Imagine like a double-sided piece of paper. That's going to make this easier for you. Now, if you haven't already, you can head into the Arachnid Quarter for pages 3 and 4. And then you head into the first room. You will just see a broken structure in the middle. Head into that structure, and there will be the journal page. A lot of these are very easy. A lot of these involve some grappling, so you've got to make sure you get that grapple launcher. Now, further in, before Grand Widow Faralina, instead of taking a left to her room, you want to take a right, and buried amongst all of those eggs at the very back there will be journal pages 5 and 6. And to be honest, you're going to need to go further into this quarter anyway, so in fact, take a left, kill Faralina, come back and get this. Probably save you some time, because next we're going to be going to Maexna's room, the very last boss of the Arachnid Quarter. Go ahead and defeat Maexna. If you turn around and you have the grapple hook, there will be a grapple point right behind you. You just got to get the correct angle. You've got to be quite close and have good line of sight on these grapple points in order to get up. Then once you've managed to grapple up there, you just want to run around the edge of this like lip all the way to the opposite side of the room, and the journal page will be laying there. I was a bit confused to start with, I wasn't sure where it was, but if you just keep following the circuit round, there will be the next set of journal pages for you. Now we're going to be heading into the Construct Quarter again, and this time we're going to be heading just past Grobulus. Now you'll be noticing this pipe that sticks out here. Now, when I did my grappling hook video, I used these as an example, and I couldn't see anything here, so I was like, what's the point of this? But now I have the journal quest, I can see that there is a page on top of there, so it all kind of comes together, it all kind of makes sense now. Now, once you have that one, you want to jump back down and head back to Grobulus's boss room and head up the ramp, bit of deja vu, and then instead of actually going left onto that like pipe, you're going to want to turn around and you'll see a cheeky grapple point just sticking out there. You want to grapple up there, follow this curve round until you kind of hit like this kind of dead end. You can get around it, but there is the journal page that you need. Next is a fun one. This is journal pages 13 and 14. Again, just past Grobulus's room, but instead of taking that grapple point, you want to go into the pipe until you get to like this big like break in the pipe, and then you can grapple out of this break, turn around, grapple on top of the pipe that you were just walking through, and then you want to follow some careful, very careful platforming that I do in the video. So you want to jump down onto this pipe just below you so you can get in range of the next grapple point. If you actually watched my grapple hook video, I actually kind of did this already and I hit a dead end, but now I realize, oh, there was a page there. I just hadn't looked that far into the content yet, so I missed it. Now, for this one, you want to use a movement ability to get forward onto that pipe. It's quite a tricky one. I failed it numerous times. And then try and jump onto the bigger ends of the pipe. It's a lot harder to fall off. They just have a bigger surface area, so it's easy to platform on. And then get to that final pipe there, grapple onto it, and there will be the final, well, not the final journal pages, but there will be the journal pages at the end of this sequence at least. This is probably the hardest platforming sequence. The rest is pretty easy. Next up, we're heading into Thaddeus's room at the end of the Construct Quarter, the Halls of Reanimation. Now, if you have done the Secrets of Naxxramas vendor, this will be very familiar to you. You're just going to follow the same path that we took, but not for as long. If you're new to this and you haven't done that step yet, just follow the path I take in this video. So we're going to grapple up here, then do a 180 spin, and then you can see another grapple point there. Again, just kind of follow what I do in the video. It's very easy, this bit. And then grapple over to this ledge here, and then if you angle your camera up, you will see a grapple point sticking out of this alcove, and then the journal page will be up there. And then a bit further on is a vendor as well, if you want to go check that out. There's a bit more platforming here, but I do have a separate video on that, so we don't have to worry about that today. Now, that's 2 of the wings down. We're going to head into the Plague Wing next. So just as you literally enter the Plague Wing, instead of going over to Noth, if you take a left, you'll find this meat wagon, and literally on the front roller of that meat wagon will be your next journal pages. Next up, we're going for pages 19 and 20, so go to Noth the Plaguebringer, go ahead and kill him, and then the next room following him with all the mobs, if you stick to the left wall, you will eventually find this big grate over some slime, and then on this mushroom here will be the journal pages for you. I promise I do usually sound a bit healthier on most videos. It's that plague grain, I tell you. Now, if we head to the end of the Plague Wing, you'll find Lotheb. If you want to just go left of Lotheb, you'll find like a closed gate, portcullis, whatever you want to call it. And just under there will be the journal page. You can reach in and grab that. Now, make sure that you don't leave the Plague Wing. You can kill Lotheb, but then as you kill him, do a 180, leave his room, and you'll get into like the outer ring. Remember how at the very first journal page we were in the outer ring of the Construct Quarter? We're going to be in the outer wing of the Plague Quarter now. So you're going to jump down and follow the outer ring all the way around until you get to here. This is actually the platform that Noth the Plaguebringer stands on during his intermission on his fight. You can actually get up here, and then, you know, there is a journal page up here if you hadn't have guessed that already. So go ahead and click that, and then you can just drop down and return back to the center, because we're going to the military quarter next. So just after you kill Instructor Resuvius, you'll enter this room with all the floaty weapons and painting frames. If you turn around just as you turn in, go to the left, you can grapple up here, and then you're going to follow this lip around the edge for quite some time until you get to this platform, which leads you into the next boss room. There is a journal page atop there. Now what you want to do is head to the end of the military wing to the 4 horsemen. There they are. Now you want to take a left and head over to this grate or part, whatever this is. I don't know what this is, but inside of there, whatever that is, there is some journal pages. I think we only have 2 more left now, so we're getting near the end. So next we're going to head back to the very start of the military wing, just before you kill Instructor Resuvius. You can see that that's his kind of boss area down there, and there is a grapple point up here. You may be thinking, well, why have we gone to 4 horsemen, now we're going back here? Like, it is because this is the numerical order of these pages and not necessarily the most efficient. Do apologize for that. I thought it made sense to do it this way. But never mind, there is only 1 set of pages left now, and you want to head just into the same room with all the floaty weapons and the empty painting frames, and instead of grappling anywhere this time, you're just going to head over to the side of the room, and inside one of the empty frames will be the last journal pages that we need. Now, you may be thinking, oh my god, Sean, I've just looted all the journal pages and I've not got an achievement. You got to head back to Light's Hope Chapel and hand the journal pages back to its author. Once you do that, you will get the achievement. This will unlock the vendor and everything that he sells, like, on an account-wide basis, so you can buy whatever you need for the profession you have on whatever alt. Now, he does only trade in Argent Dawn Valor tokens, which have the same exchange rate to the Death Bargaining chips from the vendor inside of Nax, so you exchange them for the Corruptor's Scourge Stones and the Invader's Scourge Stones. Again, the same exchange rate, and they are exchanged at this vendor here. And then 3 tokens equals 1 of those patterns. And with that, that is all for this video. So thank you very much for watching. I really wanted to get this out, like voice or no voice, had to be done. But thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more guides and videos in the future. And I will see you all very soon.